Hey guys, how you doing? I hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Y'all, I'm coming back because I told y'all about Lily and Jackie Boy, right? Missing that in Nova Scotia. Now, there's a man named Darren Getty. I did a story a couple of maybe last week or a couple of days ago. Either last week or a couple of days ago. And I said I'm gonna be upset if Darren's lying, right? Because Darren was saying that Lily and Jackie Boy, they call him Jackie Boy, the little 4-year-old boy, 6-year-old girl. So he said that he knows for 100% that the kids are alive, and plus he said he knows a person credible that's telling him where the kids is alive. But I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, this is crazy. Because he said he related to Malaya. Okay? So he's saying that they snuck the kids out and took the kids to the reservation because she's a native Indian, or she's some type of Indian. So he said they snuck the kids out. This is where they transported the kids, but the kids may not be in Nova Scotia anymore. The kids could be in the United States or any place else. So I'm like, wait, hold on. Like, okay, this guy is really like, I told y'all that I'm gonna be upset if Darren's lying. I'm gonna be upset because I ain't gonna lie. I was so happy, that it was a hope that the children is alive. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I sat back and thought about it. Darren has been on the case from step one. He's been saying things to the police, throwing little, hints and stuff like that. And they actually seen his car there. So I'm thinking like, hold on. Darren is doing a lot. Please don't tell me Darren is part of this. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not, allegedly, I'm not saying he is, but I'm just saying that he keep throwing out these hunts, that the children is alive, they could have took them on. But my thing is this here. Why would Malaya, even though her and Daniel broke up, she left, the kids just disappeared out of nowhere. Okay, let me bring y'all back, let me just bring y'all back, because some of y'all may not have even heard it. Jack and Lily, one is 6, Lily is 6, and Jack is 4. They was in the house. Malaya and Daniel was so-called sleeping in the next room, like their rooms is together, and they could hear the children. Malaya was telling the story. She could hear the children playing or whatever. And she kept dozing off because she has a child named Meadow, right? So her and Daniel was laying there with Meadow. So she said she kept dozing in and out. But she had kept Lily home from school because she had a cough. So, cool. Jack goes to school too. So I didn't really understand why would you have to keep Jack home. You understand what I'm saying? Like, school is school. You try to like have your kids school more, keep your kids in school. That's I believe in that. If he ain't sick, he's about to go to school. So anyway, the next day, on the 2nd, that was the first. On the 2nd, Malaya had, her and Daniel claimed that, they were laying down. She kept dozing off or whatever the case may be. But the way she was speaking to me, I don't even know where that thing is coming from, y'all. the way she was speaking, like, the way I took it, she was like, well, Daniel was asleep too. But Daniel was asleep. Daniel was not sleeping. Daniel said he's seen Lilly pop in the room 3 times. But my thing is this. When the hell is you planning on getting up in the morning and feeding your kids? You feel me? You didn't even check and see. I think Lily didn't have to go to school on that day. I wish I had my damn my computer over there. I wish I had my computer. So she never got up to feed the kids, which doesn't make any sense. It's getting late. It's after 9 now. It's after 9 o'clock, y'all. So she's not getting up to feed the kids. And now Jackie Boy, he wear pull-ups. So you're not going to get up to make sure Jackie Boy, wash his butt up and put a clean pull-up on him. You understand what I'm saying? And plus you have your daughter Mellow there. So when did you, give the baby some milk? You know what I'm saying? Because even though the baby, baby's at a certain age, you still don't give them cold milk. So you usually have to go inside and heat the milk up. You know what I'm saying? To room temperature, not no cold ass milk. You know what I'm saying? You got the refrigerator. So I'm not understanding that she never got up to give Meadow no milk. And then you never even paid no attention to the kids because you never saw the kids. She never saw the kids that day. The whole day, she never saw the kids when they walked. I don't know what time they went to bed at night, y'all, but I know one thing. She didn't see them, so-called, allegedly. She didn't see them from the time she put them to bed, and now it's almost 9-something in the damn morning. So that doesn't seem right to me. A mother doesn't do that. I'm saying a mother don't do that, and the mother's not supposed to do that. So I'm thinking when she go get up and feed the kids? You understand what I'm saying? When are you going to feed the children? It's late now. My kids, I got up, they was hungry. And if they wasn't even at the age of, cooking, she's 6 and he's 4, they, get a bowl of cereal or whatever like that. But you can hear them inside rambling in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Because kids, they got to pull the chair, stand up on top of it, all that other extra stuff. So she didn't hear all that. All she said, she heard the kids playing in the room. Then she slipped and said she heard the kids outside. What is it? You heard the kids in the room or you heard the kids outside? So why would you not get up if your kids is outside, early in the morning? That doesn't make any sense. That you can allow your children to go outside on their own. That you never even got up and fed them or washed their tail. You know what I'm saying? Wash them up at least. And you definitely got to wash Jackie Boy because he didn't pull up. So you got to wash Jackie Boy butt and put a pull up on and put some pants on him and put clothes. But anyway, Daniel was saying, well, I saw Lily 3 times because Lily kept popping her head in the room. So Daniel says she had on a pink shirt, pink, it's all pink, and her boots had, was pink or whatever, some little designs on them, and she had a pink backpack. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. There's no way in hell that you seen Lily and she was fully dressed like that with a backpack on. You feel me? There's no way. There's no way. I don't know what happened here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whether to believe Daniel or Malaya, because this is really weird. Malaya wanted to leave Daniel, evidently. You understand what I'm saying to you? And I keep telling people, I'm like, yo, check this out. If Daniel hurt her children in any way, what would be the reason that she wouldn't tell? You understand what I'm saying? Those are not his children. So why wouldn't you tell the police that, if Daniel hurt the child or not. You understand what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you tell that? I'm just not getting that. Like, why you wouldn't tell that Daniel hurt your kids? So, evidently he didn't. Or did she hurt the kids? Allegedly. I don't know. But I know one thing. After she did the press conference and she spoke whatever the hell she was talking about, I really don't know what she was talking about, that she bounced because her family came and picked her up. Her family came and picked her up, and a brawl happened. When they picked her up, they started fighting and carrying on. They started fighting. I don't know if her and Daniel was fighting. I doubt that, because they ain't gonna let, the film ain't gonna let him put his hands on her, or they just jumped Daniel. You feel me? I know one thing: Daniel was scratched, and the scratch was so bad, and the scratch was so bad that it's still there. So I don't even know if it was a scratch. I don't know if they had something in their hand and they was like, blow. And, he's scarred for life. But anyway, so Daniel's giving up all this information. He's looking for the children every single solitary day. He's like, I'll take a lie to take a test. He's just throwing the whole kitchen sink, everything at people. He's just throwing it at the police. Like, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. So, I do not know. When they asked him about the lie detector says, he said that he cannot tell, but he know he did good. But you said you couldn't tell, but you just said you did good. So you telling us that you passed, right? So I don't know about that. I don't know if he making up shit or what. I don't know. So anyway. So now, Malaya, her family came over and took Meadow and bounced. Left. Which Daniel could have had a say in that. Like, where you taking my child at? You understand what I'm saying to you? I don't know. This here really has me going, because I don't know what to say. I don't know who to believe. I don't know to believe him or to believe Malaya. But Malaya really is the one that's looking sus right now, because she left right after the interview. She left. Why would you leave when your 2 children is missing? That doesn't make any sense. And then as soon as she left, when she got to her mom in them house, she gets on Facebook or Instagram, Facebook, whatever the hell, and she changed her profile to single. So I'm just thinking this. I'm thinking as a person like her. Because when she was with her children's father, she was with him for, I think, like 3 years, 2 to 3 years. So that's about the same amount of time that she was with Daniel. So I don't know if she found somebody online and she's talking to him. I don't know. But it's just pretty weird that she would just up and leave like that. She left 2 kids behind. Like, that's still missing. It doesn't make any sense that a person would get up and leave. You're missing 2. You're leaving your kids back there. You can see, and she didn't even help search for her children. Daniel's still searching. The man is still searching. Which I feel like, I don't know if he's doing it from his heart or it's something him and Malaya did together, and I don't know. I think if he stopped, they're going to come for him. I don't know. I really don't know. But I know that no mother is going to bounce and leave their children behind. You understand what I'm saying? And she had no tears or anything. She had none of that. She had no expression. I'm going to be real with you. Like, that was different. You know what I'm saying? It was just different. I'm not accusing her, you know, that she harmed the kids allegedly. I don't know, but this is really strange. And then Daniel is part of the family. Not Daniel, excuse me, Darren. This older guy came out. He said he's supposed to be uncle or cousin to Malaya. And he came out and said that he knows the children is alive, and he just was saying they're alive. Like, you know, what they saying, like, this man been following the police around. And they said that they had seen his truck up there. So I'm feeling like this here. If you know 100% that the children is alive, you know what I'm saying, and he's saying that they may not be in Nova Scotia, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know if he had a hand in it, allegedly. I don't know, because I don't understand why he didn't come out from the beginning. You understand? Why he didn't come out from the beginning and tell that, you know, the kids, Malaya snuck. First of all, what the hell you got to sneak the kids out for? For what? For what reason? I don't get it. I don't understand why you would have to sneak your kids out the house. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, because when your family came, you walked off with the baby and got in the car with them. So you could have did the same thing with Malaya, with Jack and Lilly. I don't understand. I'm confused. And they looked everywhere. And they live so, like, they live so far out. They said they sell tower. They don't even hardly have no cell phone use down in there. Like, for real. Like, they really can't even, like. But that doesn't make any sense to me, because guess what? Malaya is the one that called the police. I'm really confused with this case, y'all. And I said I was going to be very, very upset if Darren is lying. You know? Because Darren, he knows a lot. Well, he acts like he knows a lot. You know, some people play games like that. You know what I'm saying? They try to be like throwing shit in the game and trying to take the... I don't even know why he inserted himself in this. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know why he inserted himself in this when, you know, he's saying that, you know, the kids, that he know they alive 100% and they may not be in Canada and, you know, anymore. And, you know, won't you just say what you need to say? Because I really, I'm going to be real. Hold on. Let me just slow down. If that's the case, the police will be questioning him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why use up all these resources that they had? You know what I'm saying? They used a lot of resources. When I say drones, from the divers in the water, all kinds of stuff. People that helped, that came out, you know, to help look for Lilly and Jackie boy. Like, some people broke their legs. Some people got hurt because in Nova Scotia a few years ago they had a mean tornado, hurricane or whatever. But I know one damn thing: it knocked all them trees down. So when they're looking for the children in the woods, they're falling over. You know, they have to climb. You know, because it's really dense like that, and it's really a mess. So They were trying to climb and they're falling, breaking arms and legs. That's what I'm saying. They're using so much resources and people got hurt at it this year. And for Darren Getty to come out and say, well, the kids are like, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, Darren. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what the hell is the problem. If Darren can come back out and, say what he needs to say, because the RCMP, they're actually finding him a little fishy. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. They're finding him a little fishy because they're like, hold on. Yeah. They're actually finding, Darren a little fishy. Like if you knew this information, why you had us out there like that? You know what I'm saying? You understand? You had us out there for, right now today, looking for these children. And you telling me, and not even that, okay, it got so deep, y'all, to where when Malaya had left and went to her family house, ACS got involved. Because I don't blame the police. The police was like, you know what? These two wouldn't play a game, Daniel and her, you understand? Because Daniel only works 1 day a week. And she doesn't work. So I'm trying to figure out, well, how the hell was they eating? How was they? Well, his mom, like the property, I guess, belongs to the mother. So they probably don't have to pay no rent. The son, that's Daniel's place. It's big, though. It's a big 2 wide. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know if it's a double wide thing. I don't know what that is in Nova Scotia. It looked like a double wide, whatever. But that is their property. So they probably didn't have to pay any rent. But if you only working 1 day a week and she just had a baby, she just had a baby, and plus she has Lilly and Jackie Boy. How y'all, and you and her, that's 5 people. How you feeding 5 people off of 1 income? You understand what I'm saying? That's pretty hard. That's really incredible. So I don't know what would be the reason for Malaya to take Lilly and Jack and hide them somewhere and come out and say that they wandered off. She literally said they wandered off because first she said she heard them. Now they in the down there in their yard. So I'm saying Daniel's saying Lily had on the pink, with the little backpack. You know what I'm saying? But Jack didn't have no clothes on. He had on a pull up and his little green boots. And the way they went outside, they kept saying, well, you can't hear the door, because the door is so quiet. Please, y'all, if y'all, this raggedy house, the door cannot be quiet. I'm sorry. No. Hell no. That's ridiculous. There's no way. There's no way that door, a sliding door, you cannot hear. Because if you see that raggedy, that house is crickety, like raggedy and crickety. So I don't believe that. But she said that she heard them outside. And then they had switched it up and said, usually when they go outside, I don't let them outside alone. But then Daniel says, when they do go outside, they leave the door open. So y'all keep saying 2 different things, you know what I'm saying? You don't let them go outside by themselves, but then when you do, when they do go outside, they leave the door open. So they both was just saying things out their face that didn't make any sense. But this time here, when they went out, they closed the door. For the first time ever. They closed the door. And the way they said that they went out, how the hell they climbed the fence? Because the way it's made, the way it's made, how in the hell the kids do that? They would have got hurt because the backyard is full of so much junk. You know what I'm saying? Tires A whole bunch of stuff back there. So they could have got hurt, just getting out of the yard. We ain't talking about going in the woods. And they never did this before. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they never did anything like this before. So why that day they just happen to want to say, you know what, Jackie boy, I'm out of here. Let me get dressed, get my backpack, and we out. That don't make no sense. It's a little girl. Don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. And the father, they were saying that he got a record or whatever, the real father, the biological father. But Granny said, no, they went over there and they cleared him. So, I don't know, y'all. I don't know who to believe. They got me messed up. I don't know who to believe. I'm trying to, and I said it. I said, Darren, if you freaking lying, like I'm gonna be saying some things about you, because you got, you gave us a little hope, at first, like, you was like so sure, like, yeah, they're alive, but they may not be in Nova Scotia. Oh, I ain't say this here. Check this out here. So now she bounced with Meadow, right, the little baby. The new baby. Well, he ain't brand new, but he's a toddler. So a couple months. So when she left with the baby, ACS was called. So ACS took the baby. And ACS got the baby right now. Yep. So it's really weird that that they wouldn't give the baby to the grandma. Either grandma. I guess because he's Daniel, he's part of this too, so I guess not. So the baby's in custody. The baby is in CPS. However y'all call that. PCW, CBS, what is it? CPS? So the baby's there. But Malaya left. She left Obama house. That's why they took the baby. So I don't understand why come they didn't give the baby to one of the family members. You understand? So this is really odd. So Malaya said, without Meadow, that's her heart. You know what I'm saying? You had 2 kids before that's missing out there. And this doesn't make any sense, because you literally left your mama house. After you left Daniel, she left the mother house. And it's really weird, because I said from the beginning that, a young lady like her, she's young. I don't know, she met somebody online, and some people think it's grass is greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie to you. If Daniel was only working 1 day a week, and she's very young, you know what I'm saying? And she didn't have a job, like, maybe she was tired of living like that. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe she was tired of living like that. Because how could you make it on 1 day a week? How could that happen? I mean, they probably was on some type of assistance or whatever like that, but she ain't looking back, y'all. And she doesn't have the child. And the cousin, Darren, he was saying that, they're not going to give her back Meadow. I know. Like, Darren knows a lot. Like, Darren better not be lying. Like I said, I don't know. Darren, they saying, like, Darren been, like, Darren been in the picture for a minute, staring him this way and staring things that way, sitting back, analyzing stuff, I don't know. Will be the reason that Darren would hurt children. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell is going on here. This is a really, really, really... Okay, let's look. There are no new updates regarding the missing Jack and Lily Sullivan. The two siblings disappeared from their home in Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia, on May 2nd. But they were seen on May 1st. 100%. 100% they were seen on May 1st. Because they went to town. Because where they live at, whew, they went to town and they was caught on camera. So that's May 1st. Remember, they were messing on May 2nd. So we don't really know after they came from town. Did they go missing on the 1st? You feel me? Because she said she put them in the bed. Well, she never said she put them in the bed. She just said that she woke up and the kids wasn't there. That's on the 2nd. Okay, let me finish reading. They said Nova Scotia on May 2nd. They was missing on May 2nd, and it have been no confirmed sighting of the discovery since then. The RCMP continues to investigate the case, including conducting poly interviews and receiving evidence, but they had not ruled out the possibility of foul play. A reward of $150,000 is being offered for information that could lead them to the children. They went missing on the May 2nd. They was seen, I told y'all, on the 1st. 6 and 4 years old, Lily and Jackie Boy. Location, Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia. They said this is an active investigation, including conducting poly tests and reviewing video footage. Because see, check us out here. It's this lady, like, I think she lives in that area, but they live so far apart. Like, they live very, very far apart. So what she had said was, when, like, you do supposed to do that. Like, if you live in an area like that, like where woods and stuff like that, and you live in a cabin or whatever, you put like these cameras on the trees. You put the excuse me, y'all. You put the cameras on the trees. Just go around putting the cameras. You have to, because that'll let you know, like, if being that they so far out, it'll show you what cars come through there, what kind of animals, bears or deers or whatever, a person walking through. They don't see the camera, but it's there. So they didn't see anything on the camera. That's weird. Okay, they said hold on. They said while there was no evidence of abduction, authorities had not ruled it out. The Nova Scotia governor is offering a $150,000 reward for information that rules it out. Okay, that could lead them to the discovery. Extensive search has been conducted, including by police search and rescue teams and volunteers, but no sign of the children has been found. There is no activity social media present indicating to raise awareness and seeking information about the children. That's what I'm saying. Like, they even saying it. They saying, like, that Malaya is their mom, and why come she went on there quick fast and said, I'm single now. Changed her whole profile, but you ain't putting down, you're looking for your children, this is what they have. This is, you get some pictures out and you put pictures all over the place of your children. Malaya is really, really, to me, something happened. Something happened. Something seriously happened. And I don't know why Daniel is not saying anything. But then they said Daniel wasn't there one day. That had to be no. That's no. That can't be true because the kids was gone. No, that can't be true. Because they were saying one day he didn't go to work, that she snuck the kids. Well, that doesn't make no sense because remember, they seen him on the first. The second, Daniel was laying in the bed with her, so forth, allegedly. So, I'm telling y'all, I don't know. There's no new updates on this. This is just bad. So I'm thinking like, a young lady like Malaya and Daniel. What the hell? Like, could you think they could hurt their kids? But Malaya, to me, she doesn't have any emotion. She has no emotions. So I can't read her. She doesn't have. I'm telling you, no one wants that. Like to have their children, just you don't know if they got snatched up or, what happened to the kids, and you leave. And the speech she gave was so crummy, it sucked. The like it just was to me it wasn't from the heart, because I mean you would have more emotion. You know what I'm saying? With little kids like that, man, come on now. I wouldn't be able to speak. You know what I'm saying? I'd be crying and all that stuff there. You know what I'm saying? Please bring my children back. You beg for your kids to be brought back. But this daring person. So now we gotta keep our eye on Daniel. I'm not saying he did nothing, but I'm saying we gotta keep our eye on Daniel. Because not Daniel, Darren Getty. We gotta keep our eye on Darren Getty. We gotta keep our eye on him because he wants to insert himself in this case, but he's not making any sense. That they may not be in, Nova Scotia. They may be in that. If you know all that, bro, you know what happened to the kids. Won't you just tell us from day one what the hell happened from the kids, okay? Tell us exactly where the children are. Let us know. First of all, the police would have been, goddammit, in there and pressed him. Because he's coming out on live. They say he's doing lives and all that stuff there. Like, what you trying to do right now? Like, I believe he's making this stuff up. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Because there is no reason that it's no reason for a parent to make their kids go away. No way. Only way you would make your kids go away if they was in a harmful, environment, if Daniel was being mean to them or whatever, or put his hands on them or whatever. But that don't seem like that's the case. Something went wrong. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna try to keep up with this here because this is so crazy. I can't wrap my head around this here. So we have 2 missing children out there that, and let me tell you, Darren said they could be in America, so they had to cross the border. They had to cross the border. Those 2 children had to cross the border. Yes, they would have had to cross the border. That's what he's saying. That they could be in United States at the reservation. But what's the reason? Like, if they your kids, what's the problem? If they your kids, you can take your kids to the reservation. Go. Why go through all of this here that they gone and they went through the woods? Oh my God, and all this here extra stuff there. What's this here? Just take your damn kids. You want your kids to be on the reservation? Go take kids on the reservation. It don't make no sense. Why you? What's all this for? They even got them messed up. They don't even know what's going on. They like, listen, I don't know where these damn kids at. We done looked everywhere. But then you come out, Darren come out and say something. Oh, they're alive. That's what I'm saying. The police would have been dragged him in there. Yep, they'd have been dragged his ass in there. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So we're just gonna keep praying for these kids to be found. You know, and that they're not harmed. They checked. They checked. They even checked under the house. They checked everything, like everything. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But remember, I told y'all before in the other video, it was another kid missing in England, right though, in Canada. They found the kid, 4 years old. That's what gave me hope. I was like, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We better not ever say if we go somewhere we can't survive. Because if a 4-year-old can survive for how many days she was missing? 4 days. On her own. How? This poor baby. 4. She was in Canada. The baby was missing. Her mother literally took her somewhere and just left her there. And you know, they looking all over the place. They got Jack and Lilly missing. Now they got this Haley baby missing. They're like, what's going on? You know, what the hell is going on? But they took out the drones and stuff, and they saw the little girl walking on the highway. They was just like, wait a minute. You got to be kidding me. The police was so emotional. When they got that baby in their arms, they was like, I can't believe this. It's you. Oh, my. You on the highway. Where you been for 4 days? Whew. That was crazy. I was like, oh, my God, that baby was out there for 4 days. I can't even imagine that. I can't imagine. Yeah, so we just got to pray for Jack and Lilly to be found. Because this is just ridiculous right now. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. Y'all hit that like button and subscribe. And let's keep these little kids, these two little babies in our hand, you know, in our prayers. Because this is something else. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. Peace.